Right, so we're back in again, folks. We've just had our salmon, sweet potato, kale and broccoli dish. Honestly, it was absolutely delicious. Really something that I would feel confident about reproducing at home. Maybe it won't taste just as good as whenever you cooked it, Stevie, but look, you know, it's going to be hopefully something similar. So we're now on to the next dish, which is
the most amazing beetroot and quinoa salad. It's really, really simple. It's got loads of antioxidants in it as well, and we can literally knock it together in probably 5 minutes, I'm going to say, Gav. I'm confident in that.
Well, you're the expert, Stevie.
Yeah.
Probably your 5 minutes would equal maybe 25 minutes to 30 minutes for me.
I'm gonna say maybe 10 minutes, but you're still getting a really good bang for your buck here. The beetroot that we're going to be using is pre-cooked. It's just the one you can buy in a little vac pack bag.
So yeah, I've seen those in the supermarket, yeah.
The quinoa now, you will have to cook. I think you can buy quinoa cooked in supermarkets as well.
I think you can. There's packets you can get.
Yeah, so you could use that. I cook my own here, and when I'm cooking quinoa, I always like to cook maybe double of what the recipe requires. I keep it in the fridge, and then that'll do for a salad tomorrow or the next day. Batch cooking is key for, you know, staying on track with healthy eating as well.
Absolutely. Right, super. Right.
All right,
I'm going to let you get stuck into this here.
Okay, I'm starting by preparing the cavolo nero, or kale. I have to call it kale now for Gavin, because Gavin has never heard of cavolo nero before. Now for this cavolo nero, we are just, this is it here. We don't want to use the stem in this salad because we're eating it raw. But I'm going to show you a technique of how to break down the cavolo nero, or kale in general. Kale can be quite fibrous, and that's why people don't maybe enjoy it just as much. But we're going to do a technique called massaging the kale. We're quite literally going to give the kale a massage.
Well, here, that's something that we do in our physio clinic at times. Maybe not just with kale.
Yeah.
We do it with people.
Yeah, but it's the same principle. You give something a massage and it loosens it up. It makes it feel a bit lighter. Just going to chop it. Just chop it roughly. It doesn't really matter what way you chop it, unless you want it nice and fine. And then we're going to get that into the bowl. We're just going to put in a squeeze of lemon. Okay, the acidity in the lemon is going to help break down the fiber. And a pinch of salt. And then we're just going to use our fingertips, we're just going to literally massage the kale down. Just want to do this for about 30 seconds. Massage the kale. You can sing it. You want me to sing it?
Well, look, I think, you're definitely somebody who can.
Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
Actually, do you know, I would say I've never seen, something like this, or heard of massaging, vegetables.
Well, you know what I should have done? I should have kept it one not massaged and one massaged, just so you could try it and see the difference.
That would have been. But I understand the principle of it, just softening it, loosening off that a little bit more.
Exactly, yeah. The sort of thing you would do in the physiotherapy practice. So, we've got that. We've got our cooked beetroot diced up. Okay?
So they're just in the nice, like bite-sized cubes?
They're just in the bite-sized cubes. They came in wee things like this, like circle things, bit of kale, wee circle thing, and now they're diced up into cubes. Just about a teaspoon maximum. You don't want them too intrusive. I like when I'm eating veg, especially in a salad, I like it cut nice and small. It just makes it more digestible, and so you're not like getting these big lumps of things in salads. Okay, so we're getting the beetroot in. We're getting the cooked quinoa in. So this is what quinoa looks like for anyone that doesn't know. You could use couscous. You could even use like rice. You could use, what else could you use like a grain? You could use beans. Any sort of salad or any sort of like grain will work in this. Buckwheat, you ever heard of buckwheat?
Yeah, I've heard of buckwheat, yeah.
Beautiful. Get that in. And what else we're gonna do? We've got scallion going in this. Scallion, spring onion or scallion?
Do you know what? I'll use either. I'm comfortable with whatever.
Again, just roughly chopped. That's going to give a bit of sharpness. I'm going to pick some mint here.
Well, I do like mint now.
You like mint, yeah?
I do like mint. I actually love mint in salads.
Yeah.
It does just give it a little bit of extra bit of taste.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
Indeed.
Je ne sais quoi. Finely chopped. Some people don't chop herbs, some people do chop herbs. I don't care. Chop, don't chop, whatever. Then we're going to go in with toasted walnuts. So I just put these walnuts in the oven at 180 degrees for about 7 minutes, just until they start to brown off. There's such a difference between toasted nuts and non-toasted nuts. It just deepens the flavour and adds that extra... What, Gav?
Oomph.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
So again, I'm only going to use half them walnuts. I'm going to keep the other half for tomorrow, same as the quinoa. And then we've got some pomegranates. Pomegranates are really, really good for antitoxins as well. Great for the joints, great for the bones. Get half of them in, and then I'm going to keep the other half for the top for decoration.
Yeah, so like even just really talking about some of those ingredients, Stevie, like, you know, the beetroot, you know, it's got those antioxidants which suppress inflammatory enzymes in your body. Quinoa, obviously it's gluten free, so it's full of protein, and it's also got magnesium in it, which again helps support muscle function. The leafy greens, so that's your kale there, again, it's got vitamin K in it, so helps reduce those inflammatory markers in the blood. And then your walnuts, again, they're high in that omega-3, which complements the anti-inflammatory effect of the beetroot.
Absolutely, Gavin. Now I'm going to go in with, so we're not even going to make a dressing here, we're just going to dress the salad like this. We don't have to make a separate dressing. Apple cider vinegar.
Ooh, nice.
Just a touch, about a tablespoon. Okay, and another squeeze of lemon. Look at the lemon. That's going to add another bit of acidity. And then just a tiny bit of natural organic honey. Just a drizzle. Beetroot works really well with sweet flavours. I'm going to give that a tiny season, salt, just a small bit, and some cracked black pepper. And then just a touch of extra virgin olive oil. We don't need much in here, that'll do, thank you. And now we're going to give it a toss. The colours here are amazing. The flavour I know is going to be great. We just want to get all that honey and the apple cider vinegar and the lemon and the olive oil mixed through the salad.
So you're almost getting a bit of tanginess with sweetness in it.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
I am like, my mouth's watering even just thinking about it at the minute.
Well, keep your water in mouth over that side of the camera again.
But again, like, you know, salads are something that, you know, a lot of people just don't think that they'll be filling and don't, like, if you talk to me about a salad, I just think of salad leaves.
Yeah, of course.
And tomato, maybe a bit of onion, and that's it. But like, folks, honestly, when you see this on the plate here,
that's what we're conditioned to think a salad is, and like this will be beautiful as a side dish. If you could put a bit of chicken over the top of this, you could even eat it with fish. I mean, like sky is the limit. You could have this with a steak, Gav. Like, the colours are insane. Like, yeah. I feel actually emotional looking at this.
it's looking good.
Okay. Now, some of that mint we had reserved for the end, just to give it a bit of a pop, and then I'm going to go in with the rest of the pomegranates over the top. That's going to give it a lovely, just come and eat me, and a few more toasted walnuts just for the visuals. So there you have it. What was that? 5 minutes?
Probably 5 minutes.
We did this in real time.
If this is all real time, yeah.
And that's it. There you go. Cavolo Nero, kale, beetroot, pomegranate, walnut, mint.
Looks amazing. Time to taste. Right, so I'm getting in here too.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's a really nice flavour from the beetroot, the mint, and then you've got crunch of the nuts.
Yeah, the texture's great, isn't it?
Texture's lovely. And I know that the quinoa in there isn't going to leave me feeling hungry.
Yeah, it's going to fill you up. Quinoa is also a really good plant-based protein. I think it's maybe 9 grams per 100 gram product. Like that as a side order or even as a light lunch. It's an absolute no-brainer.